Also, there is stuff floating out there. I do wonder what that is. Oh! Is that a shark? A glowing? What the heck is that? I have definitely not seen that before. Holy moly. Alright everybody, hello and welcome to a new series with me, Spacefish. Welcome to The Last Caretaker, where we play a little robot, a caretaker, and we're meant to save the fate of all of humanity. All I know is that it's basically a little bit of a survival crafting type of game. And we're this little robot that's reawakened to save humanity. It's pretty much all I've seen. I discovered this game on the Steam store a few days ago, literally. Thought it looked super interesting and just had to get it and get into it with you guys right away. So here we are. I would say, without further ado, let's have a look straight into the game. Let's get going and hopefully have a great time. Alright, there we are. A little robot booting up. I must admit, this is my second try at recording this game. I ran into quite some issues with my recording software. We had all kinds of lag spikes and craziness going on, unfortunately. Because, well, the CPU usage on this game is quite high, and it turns out my recording software was a little bit messy in terms of the setup. But it should be all sorted. It should be all good. I hope it works well for you guys on this run now. And I hope you will be fine with me knowing, like, the first 10 minutes or so of this game. At the very least, it takes a little bit of the searching out of it. And then... well, everything past that, I don't have a clue what we're going to be doing, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, here's our little space, nice and cozy. Sounds a little bit like we're in a ship, eh? And just counting sheep. Just counting sheep away nicely. Computers we can't use. I was already quite interested in that, but doesn't seem that's good. We're just going to get ourselves out of here.
It's dark and quiet now. But it doesn't
Look
have
for
to
our
stay
first
that way.
quest.
Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
Yeah, we're already being talked to. I haven't found out who that is yet and why they're talking to us, but surely we will eventually, hopefully, maybe. Also found these little robots, which look quite cute. Thought they were helper bots. Not sure they are, really, but we'll see. And these things here we can loot. Get some rubber, get some copper, get some... whatever. Fabric, glass, plastic, more rubber. Oh, missed a bit. And there we go. So, we're basically meant to go here and get this thing connected so we get some power from that battery. Also, I did find out that we can recharge ourselves at these batteries. So we're probably going to do that eventually as well, because this flashlight does use some power, as you can see down there at the bottom, right? We've got a little energy bar and a health bar. And if I turn this off, the energy usage obviously goes down. So, there's that. Good to know. We do have one little extra room here. And also, by the way, mosquito! A robot mosquito. Well, you know. There's that. I did find out also that, you know, control lets you kneel down. I tried C. I tried C many times. And I'm very sad about losing the first recording because I did very much accidentally slap this guy off his bed. It was like, oh no, dude, how can I help you? Whack. Well. Unfortunately, that recording is lost to the ages. Well, it's not lost, but I doubt you all want to see that laggy mess that it is. So, living quarters of another robot here. We will toggle that switch in a minute just to see what's behind it, but we do need power for that first. And he did have a few portable batteries and, importantly, a power cable for us. So let's go connect that. And I will say, we will just connect that to ourselves real quick. Pull some power. Get ourselves topped up. And then we'll get this connected to here. And hit the main power switch.
Caretaker. Every
Light!
restored connection brings us closer
Lovely.
to reclaiming our home.
Now this thing, of course, won't
We've
last
lingered
forever, but I
long
hope
enough,
it will last
Caretaker.
for a while.
Head to the docking hangar. There's
Yes.
something important there, waiting to show us our path.
It is, but before then, do you want to hit the switch?
Caretaker, systems active. Cycle beginning. Your mission remains the same. Grow, sustain, and deliver. Lazarus pods require constant supervision. Confirm water supply. Confirm electrical flow. Ensure nutrient delivery continues without interruption. Growth must not pause. Each pod carries one human seed. Memories stream during growth shape traits. Food defines strength and body. Water and electricity keep the process alive. Surface conditions remain unstable. Human presence absent. But your task does not change. Maintain the pods. Protect the racks. Secure continuity. The humans you grow will not remember you. They will not thank you. But without you, they cannot exist. You do not require recognition. You require persistence. Begin the cycle. Keep the flow steady. Carry on, Caretaker.
But yes, so there we go. I will switch that off so it doesn't go again. Basically, I guess, at least that's how much I gathered in the first episode from exactly this recording, these caretakers are somehow meant to grow humans. Somehow. Not sure how. Haven't found out anything about that, but you know. Thought that audio recording was kind of cool. Also, we definitely have to go in here because, firstly, another robot. Secondly, I discovered a very important thing here. Look at him. It's Tommy. You're coming with me. My little plushy dinosaur. It's all that I need during the apocalypse. A little plush dinosaur. Did find a bunch of these empty reel projectors and whatever, so let's see. I mean, maybe at some point we also get the opportunity to play some reels. No idea. But for the time being, I haven't found out anything about that. And with that said, let's go and head on. Probably turn this off, save some energy, turn the actual lights on. And there we go. Now, I do have to say, that's the thing I said the first time recording it, and I will maintain it. These robots being kind of dead everywhere is kind of worrying. Especially, since if I have a look here, that's all barricaded off. Little weird, you know? Yeah, not sure what happened here. And I say that because I'm really not sure. Not like I found out during recording the first time. But you know, I'm sure there's a reason we can melee. So, we'll see how that goes. Also, very important find. Look! It's Teddy! You're coming with me as well. On we go! So, we got a heal and save station here, and we shall maybe turn on the light.
Begin by tending to your
Oh, yeah.
systems. Vitality first. The ferrofluid in your frame is not ordinary coolant. It was designed as a living system, adaptive and self-healing, drawn from Exo's earliest work in extreme environments. Keep it circulating. Keep it balanced. Without flow, responsiveness fades, joints degrade, and shutdown follows. Cycle at the Vitality Station. Let the resonance stabilize. The pulse will restore your movement. Memory Station. Sync your state, record your cycle, secure the record of your work. Seeds grown, pods maintained, power restored, all must be stored. Caretaker shutdowns are expected. Power loss, damage, accident. When you wake again, whether hours later or decades, only the record will remember what you have done. Vitality keeps you in motion. Memory keeps you continuous. These are the foundations of your task. Do not neglect them.
Yes. So, there we go.
Caretaker.
We will turn that off again because that just keeps looping otherwise. So, I mean, seems like it's basically we have a little bit our own sort of blood thing, which is interesting. Also, I did just discover that we have a max load in our inventory also down there, but next to our health bar. Didn't even see that the first time, so that's good to know. But let's go and get ourselves healed up. And then, as far as I established, these things are basically... Oh, wait. These things are basically just to... to save. It's literally just a saving sort of station. I'll just save here. Yeah, it does make it a little bit interesting in terms of, you know, recording breaks and whatever. I hope we find a bunch of these, but for the time being, That is our save. And I keep doing this. I kept doing this in the first episode. I tried to turn the flashlight on and I take the wrench out. I don't even know why. Oh, also, you see there in the left corner, inventory, tools, skills, enhances build, whatever else. So we can have a quick look through that. I have obviously already seen it. I will actually put this down here because these are basically kind of like to-go recharges. So that should be nice to have. We have our skills here, which really, as far as I gather, is more of a kind of research sort of thing. And is like what I can build / craft at the end of the day. And then there are these things which are called enhancers, which is more like a skill thing in my mind because it improves your overall attributes, I suppose. And here's a little build menu. Can't really make much of anything at the minute. And then we have our quests, which we're currently on. So we need to go to the docking hangar. That's it. There's also a vault. I mean, that's basically like achievements. There is also a grown humans thing here, apparently. So yeah, interesting. I guess we may be growing humans at some point. Intriguing thing. Anyways, we will have to remove this blockage now. Because we do obviously want to move on to the docking hangar. So just kind of... Oh wait, we can throw. I hadn't seen that the first time, so we're just going to kind of yeet the stuff out of the way. Then we get going. I'm still very kind of paranoid about everything being barricaded off and whatever. I do wonder what will happen here eventually. But yeah. Light. Nothing there, but loot here. Little battery. And that's that. Another robot. Totally not worrying. And a lift. Gonna go grab that. We will have to quickly press the stop button while we go up because there was loot somewhere, I believe, there. Ugh. Almost sailed past. I mean, we kind of did sail past, didn't we? There we go. Boop. Yes! And there's more. Yes, shut up. There's a small tree! Look at that little guy. Cool, isn't it? Alright. Now that we've got that with us as well, we shall go all the way up. There was nothing left otherwise, I believe. Now this, was the first point I kind of went, ew. You see it already. Fucking disgusting. I've got no clue what that is. But, it's really, yeah. Really not great, is it? So we do have to melee that. And there is a nasty surprise waiting here. These little guys. Remember those? I'm not sure, like, why. If they kind of just, are taken over by this thing or faulty or whatever. But those actually attack you. I thought initially these were helper bots. And maybe they still are. But at least these right here hate us. So, you know, gotta slap them in the face, basically. But with this, we also already pretty much approach the point that I got to last time. Not much left that I know. And new things coming soon.
Your vessel.
This I saw.
Metal and circuits. It's your freedom.
This is cool.
Reclaim the seas, and perhaps even your identity.
We will have our own freaking ship. Is that sick or is that sick?
Without them, we're trapped here.
Really looking forward to
Restore the
that.
power, Caretaker,
Also,
so
there's a
we can
battery
sail
here.
again.
And some loot. So this battery, I haven't found out what to do with it yet, basically. I mean, we'll probably need to hook it up to something. But I kind of just carried that along with me for the time being. Down here. Obviously, we kind of need to get up there. We need to find out how, and I didn't, actually, upon first recording. Obviously, I took a little bit more time to see and look at things in Explorer, so we're a little bit faster. But look at this game. Don't you all think this looks pretty cool? I mean, I really love the visuals and the vibe and the graphics even thus far, I have to say. I think it runs on a pretty new version of Unity as well. You know, it's got ray tracing and all the fancy. So, really do have to say I like it a lot. Performance-wise, it's not the best. Definitely. I mean, keep in mind that I'm running like very high-end hardware, and basically at 60 FPS. Well, that's an early access title. You know, these things do, hopefully, oftentimes, get optimized. Tarkov. But, you know, hopefully. Oftentimes. Right, a bit more loot here. Some more robot friends just chilling about. And then we have this little lovely gash. Also, unfortunately, a clip that will never see the face of the Earth. Because the first time I tried to build a bridge and while standing on it, I put something there. The bridge kind of just almost catapulted me into the abyss. But, you know, we're smarter now. We know what to do. So let's go grab this. And we're just going to go full-on yeet, run, jump across this. That was actually a little bit early. Kind of close for comfort, but we made it. And here's the first little bit of a control room. Yeah, we will have to see about that. I mean, I can imagine that we somehow need to hook the battery up to stuff in the control room, because if you look through here, there are some ports there. But the door is shut, so the door's not the access, at least not for the time being. Yeah. We will loot a little bit through here first and foremost. Get ourselves to level 2 as well. We'll get some new skill and enhancer points. But we're not going to, you know, do anything with that just yet. Because honestly, I've got no clue what I need. What could be sensible or not. So we're kind of just going to wait. I have not seen that before, actually. I was up here last time, but I didn't see the actual switch. Good job, me. I'm guessing we need power to open that. Yes, as stated before, we will need power to open that. So, good to know that that's up there, at the very least. I believe there is a little bit of loot spread about down here too that we can quickly grab. There's also fuel, so I'm guessing we're going to have to refuel that ship, which is also going to be pretty darn cool. Grab the fuel cables already. I'm guessing that small diesel container we could probably put on the ship and take with us, but oh, we'll see about that when we get to it. And I found this forklift. I really hope I can use that. That would be the, like, honestly, I would already be over the moon with this game already if I can use the forklift. Well, so there's that. I mean, there's a bit more loot down here. Another little count sheep sort of caretaker bed, I guess. More loot, more loot, more loot, more loot. Just gobbling everything up. And then there's this. We will kind of just connect that up for a minute and connect ourselves up again. That was the first time in the first recording then that I realized, you know, that's how you recharge yourself. So we'll do that. We can use the rest for something else, surely. And surely we can also use these batteries for something else. Maybe we even have to recharge them, do some finagling. I don't know. No idea. But yeah, so now the task is basically we need to find out how to get up there. I did not find that out last time. The only thing that I did find out is that there's like a little hidden hidey hole here. So, bonjour. Right. Now, this we did check out. Just a few batteries, like small batteries and the actual batteries. So we will just carry them out for the time being. I can imagine we will need them. Don't know. And then we kind of went down below, and that was it. So everything past this is then fully new to me again. Hooray! Well, basically another living quarter. Love letters. Do get log entries from this, which is interesting. All written communications, shows relationship patterns over time, reveals emotional connections and personal history. Yeah, not sure what we will do with this sort of stuff in the end, or if it's just there for funsies. Also, don't jump. Oh, there's nothing here this time. Also, here's the sea. Kind of just waiting to be jump scared, to be honest, but I'm not being jump scared right now. Last time I was looking through this window, there was a crawly thing just coming up and like, you know. Can imagine it will come like when I least expect it. And then I will go, again. Not sure. Maybe when I turn the light off? Nope. No idea. No crawly thing this time. Maybe it decided to leave us alone. Not for the worst. I mean, it didn't attack me or anything, didn't get in, but still. Also, there is stuff floating out there. I do wonder what that is. Oh! Is that a shark? A glowing? What the heck is that? I have definitely not seen that before. Holy moly. Jeez. Okay. I can imagine the trip will certainly be dangerous. Now, let's go and have a look up here, because I can imagine that that's... Hello? There we go. I can imagine that's the way to get myself... Nope. In there. Actually, maybe it is. Really not quite sure how I'll get across here. Oh, okay. Little bit of parkour. I mean, maybe it's not the way. There's at least some loot. Oh! Was that a pocket watch? Stopwatch. Sick. Take that. Does seem to be kind of a dead end, though. Not what I had hoped for, certainly. Oh. I know. Thought I had discovered a new thing, but I hadn't. Okay. How do we get in then? I mean, this is the door, right? And it's obviously out of power. So surely we need to... Oh, firstly, loot. Here. Secret loot. Nice. Surely we need to find a way to connect the power to something. I also... Holy shit, I thought something was running at me then. Oh! Already getting a little bit paranoid. I also saw this little cage back there, so I thought there may be a secret behind that. But I haven't really found out how to get there. Now, if we look at this control room, the only door seems to be this one. And how I get up there, I don't have a clue. Looks like there's like a ladder mechanism up there. But I don't have access to that from here. Don't think there's anything there. Maybe we can connect the power somehow below from the... Don't need that right now. Any sort of power lines, anything else like under here? Doesn't look like it at the very least. How do I open that friggin' door? I can get on the ship. That's cool. Diesel tank 0 out of 2,000. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to refuel the ship, which is good to know. Also, battery. I mean, we'll pretty much just transfer all the resource to that. There's a net. Interesting. Look at this. A water pump. Oh. I mean, surely we'll have to repair that. But it's not the place we're meant to go at the minute. I'm meant to go into the control room. And I have to say, a little bit clueless as to how to go about that right now. Restore power to the upper deck. Don't see anything here. Oh, please let me out. Thank you. Is there any alternative way here? Can't see anything. There's ladders into the abyss here, but surely those won't get me anywhere. See, this I was kind of wondering about, if I can somehow get behind there. This is kind of just a way to death. And there's no way through here. Kind of feeling the urge to close that door. Who knows what's coming after me? I don't know. Yes, I'm not really sure. It's been like 20 minutes of me playing this game and we're already struggling, eh? Well, I am at least. There's no ladders over there. There is this sort of ladder connection point here. Wait, can I hold on to that somehow? Because that robot was holding on to stuff. Is there show controls? Jump, crouch, sprint, interact as E. Action bar, holster, melee. Skills, tools, equipments. That robot was kind of like, this looks like it should be climbable. Like, climb onto that, jump, climb onto that, go there. And also see if there's any sort of power connectors here, but there isn't. Dude! Okay, that power indicator had me fooled in my defense. It is the normal Spacefish experience, though, I will say. Right, so this is not connected to power at all. At the minute. Also, what is that? Do I want to be in here, or am I going to get, like, crushed or something? Not sure. Okay, so we have that. We cannot get ourselves into there. There's loot. There's stuff behind there, so that's good to know. Try and not forget about that. And then there's stuff here. Little bit of loot. Little bit of glow stick. And here's a door. But it's also powered. Oh, but I can probably remove this and crawl through the vents to get there, right? Could have probably brought the... Oh, God. I was kind of anticipating something evil to await. But I should have probably brought the battery with me, I will say. That does look, though, like there's actual power in here. So that's good news, I hope. What's that fuzziness? Don't know. But we did make it in, which is cool. And we did find another heal recovery safe station, which is also very cool. We found some loot. Repair the outlet using the repair tool. Oh, right. So, this. Oh, right. And now we're just using up some parts to repair it. Sick. Boom. Activate the power. Oh, we've got a little extender thingy here, even. I'm guessing we're going for that power outlet. Oh. That power outlet, because that battery's pretty empty. Oh, another broken sweetheart. Good thing we were kind of just randomly looting all the way. There is a Pico terminal, whatever that is. And we're just going to go and connect a cable here. Connect a cable there. Boom!
Thanks to you.
Sick! We did it. Lovely stuff.
You were never meant to remain bound. These waters were once pathways, carrying life, purpose, and discovery. Something awaits you out there, ready to be reclaimed.
Cool. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. I will, just very briefly, take the power for myself. Yeah, just top up again. And then we can get that up and running again. Alright, so now we've got a huge list of quests. Things to do. Power up the boat, refuel the boat, repair the boat, reconnect the engine cylinder, open the dock, sail out, extract all kinds of stuff. We probably have some stuff to explore around here as well. But what I will say we will be doing very quickly is we will go and get a save file set right here. And then we will end the episode here for today. So, I do hope that you all very much enjoyed it. And this very, well, second-ish first look at the last Caretaker. We're definitely going to be back for more. Really enjoying this game thus far. really, really hopeful that there is some great fun to be had and some great stories to be told. So, we will get back to that in the next episode. For today, though, this has been it. I hope you all very much enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, please make sure to go ahead and smash that like button right down below for the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. With all that stuff out of the way, though, as usual, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.